Hello there, welcome. You're watching RT International. Now, we'll start this hour with breaking news because 7 Palestinians have reportedly been killed in clashes with Israeli soldiers as the Day of Rage starts on the Gaza border. Hundreds more Palestinians are said to have been injured in the protest. Israel Defense Forces used live bullets and tear gas. Well, the annual Day of Rage is a protest announcing the Israeli occupation. Thousands of Palestinians have pitched tents across 5 locations, and IDF soldiers, meanwhile, have stationed more than 100 sharpshooters. The protest is expected to last 6 weeks. Local journalist Hind Kadourai is following the clashes in Gaza.
We have been here since the morning, and earlier this morning there was a man that was targeted by the Israeli tank. Palestinians today are protesting because today is the land day. Today is the land day. It's the 42nd land day to the Palestinians, and Palestinians all worldwide celebrate. Here's another injury that came close from the borderline. I think that this he's a kid. He's a very young kid. We can see maybe he's a 10-year-old, and he was close to the fence. For the first time, the Israeli army are using drones to throw tear gas canisters from the sky on the protesters, and they have been using live ammunition. They have been using live rubber bullets, and there were a lot of injuries since the morning, and a lot of suffocating situation conditions Palestinians and the protesters. It's very dangerous for the protesters here, but despite everything, we can still see protesters marching through the fence. We can still see women, ladies, girls, boys, and children marching through the fence. And this protest is going to continue for 45 days. It's going to be a 6-week protest until the 15th of May, on the Naqba day, or what's called to the Palestinians the catastrophe day. Well, actually, we are only 200 meters away from the fence, and we can see the snipers, the Israeli army snipers. They have been targeting all the protesters that are going very, very close to the fence. And as you see, there's another injury. It's another injury. They brought this injury from the border. As you see, it's very escalating. In less than a minute, we have 2 injuries, and the Palestinian Health Ministry ambulances are here, waiting for any injury, waiting for the protesters, and they're caring about the situation of every injury.
Well, the IDF do say that they will respond to what they claim are planned Gaza riots. They add they fear breaches of Israeli sovereignty and damage to the security fence. Well, one of the dead is a Palestinian farmer killed by an Israeli tank shell earlier in the day. Thousands of mourners have marched on the streets of Gaza carrying the body. The 27-year-old man was harvesting parsley before dawn near the city border when the shell was fired. And on Tuesday, ahead of the Day of Rage, IDF soldiers in Hebron seized a 3-year-old child. They were filmed clutching the terrified boy as his father attempts to get his son back. The IDF deemed the child's actions a provocation as he reportedly tried to throw stones at them. Activist Jamal Juma believes the Israeli side is using and provoking violence.
This is a very strong message to the international community. This march and this gathering, the return march is a peaceful march. The Israelis pushing a lot of military on that areas, and they are shooting at the people. So the one who's using the violence, the immense power is the Israeli military. They don't care about the Palestinians' life. They don't see the Palestinians and they are sure that every crime that they are doing, they are escaping with it, because they are immune by this international system, particularly the United States and the European countries, that they are silenced their and the Arab countries that do normalization with Israel and do allies with Israel now.
A diplomatic mission